Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Where Evil Lives, the Hanging Tree. The last time we left our party of guild adventurers, they had been engaged in battle with the Dohma Raskovar down within the domain, the secret bar in the depths of the Hanging Tree itself. And things had been going okay. Things continued to go okay as more and more orc blitzers flooded into the bar to reinforce the Doma, but everything ended up going according to plan, as though Artorias fell, the orcs were slaughtered, the Doma was defeated, even after the Scyza broke through the iron gate of its pen and joined the fray. The party was able to defeat it as well, and now they stand within the domain. No opponents, but Keith has identified that back up the stairs there is a mounting group or force that potentially will be making its way down to the domain shortly. Presumably to see what's going on and to reinforce the Doma, but they don't know that the Dohma Raskovar is already dead. So, we rejoin the party as combat for now is finished, and a couple of different things are known, right? To the east, within the Scyza's pen, Dolly has identified that the shelves here are covered in miscellaneous treasure, and to the west, as I said, back up the stairs, Keith has identified that there are potential reinforcements on their way. So we are going to go kind of in turn order. We're going to go back to Keith, whose turn I hijacked at the... Oh, actually, one little thing before we do that. I want everyone to restore 5 HP to themselves.
Yeah?
Yes. Because I did some reading to make sure I was doing things correctly, and I was not doing things correctly. So, if you don't have 5, you just go up to your maximum, right? So everyone can heal 5 HP back.
I feel a little bit better.
And that should help offset the issues that I had last time, in that I was having the minions don't roll damage, but they do roll attacks. So I was having minions just auto-poke you guys last time. They have group rolls, which is what I should have been doing. Anyways, Keith.
Stop licking my chair.
It's still your turn. You have identified that there are potential reinforcements. You've shouted that out to the group. But technically, you still have some sort of thing that you would like, or potentially you have the ability to do something else if you so choose, before we kind of like break down into this in-between battle situation where it's like, oh god, what are you all going to do?
OMG. My BFF.
If you don't have anything that you want to do necessarily, that's also perfectly fine. I'm just giving you the opportunity because I don't want you to feel robbed of not having had that option.
No, so do you guys want to have them filter through the door here at a single entry point? We can do one by one as they come through. Or do we want to open this door and like set up out here and just attack them as they come down the stairs? I don't know which is better for you guys.
And now discuss.
Oh, I didn't know we were playing.
I stepped away as you were saying that. One more time.
So the question is, do you want to kind of barricade ourselves in this room, knowing that they're going to be coming through these 2 doors? Or do you want to just open the doors and like attack them as they come down the stairs?
I think forcing them to come to us is probably better with those 2 options.
Okay. So we're
Um,
really dependent on however long it takes for them to open that door, which I don't know how. It was a sturdy spoon.
Sturdy spoon.
It was a sturdy spoon. It's held them off this long.
That's apparently fucked up the locking mechanism somehow.
That's right.
a very, very sturdy spoon.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just confused and they think it's a push when it's a pull. You know?
I
Yeah,
can relate. I can relate.
Like, it happens to the best of us.
Okay, so if we want to stay in here, I say we loot and prep ourselves as best we can.
Okay.
Because I don't know how long.
Like, because they're coming. They're on their way.
Yeah, I
So-
don't know how much loot time we'll have.
So I will say this, right? Like, there was a little bit of a conversation in the chat between last week and this week, right? With the ideas of kind of like the two main ideas being barricade the door, potentially with the throne if that's doable, with other shit if it's not, right? Like, you do have a massive, basically T-Rex corpse directly in front of the door that you could just try to like use or something along those lines. But the other concept was don't barricade them in, or don't barricade yourselves in, let them come, but try to like bluff your way as like, hey, we're the new leaders of the Ivory Throne, we've deposed the Dohma, you obey us now, right? With obvious or semi-obvious pros and cons to either of those situations. If you barricade yourselves, you potentially buy yourselves more time to look around, loot things, maybe you find some way out, maybe you just have the chance to, take a short rest or something like that. You can prepare your ambush, etc., etc. But if you go the bluff route or the bluff intimidation route where you're like, we're the new leaders, you could potentially avoid combat entirely, or you could not, right? Like, so those are the kind of like pros and cons. And obviously if anyone else has any other ideas, feel free to bandy back and forth about them now,
I mean, I'm fine with us claiming dominion over the Ivory Throne as a bluff. Like, if we're just going to be like, nope, we're the bosses now, turn around, march back out.
Yeah, we do that. We're the bosses. Take me to the contract room. We got to rewrite some of these hoes.
Well, that's the other thing is if people are like eager to get out of their contracts and they realize he's dead, maybe there won't be a fight.
There you
I
go.
will say, Dolly, you are
Who's
within
the most intimidating of us?
Dolly.
Probably Dolly.
potentially. Dolly, you're in the vault room. You see these shelves packed with, just bits and bobs and like little coin stacks, and then there's obviously like sacks of coin and stuff like that. But there's also what look to be like boxes of paper.
Oh, we found the contracts.
Maybe.
All right. So
all right, go ahead.
this sounds.
Maybe it's a good time to light a fire.
This sounds like, Keith, you're good with what's happened on your turn, and now we can, I think, I'm gonna pass to the party and say your time starts now. So what do people want to do?
I'm gonna move kind of back
Yeah,
here.
Feel free to position yourself. This whole place is yours to freely explore. You can tell me what you're doing. If you want to look at something, you want to investigate something, you want to flip something over, you want to push something, anything that you want to do, your time, it is now y'all's time to decide to do that. It's just, as the clock ticks, things might change. So keep that in mind.
I encourage the most intimidating person to the front of the group.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I know it's kind of fucked up, but do we want to move the guy's body so he's a little more front and center so that they will see it?
I absolutely was going to say that. We should absolutely drag the dude's body up before the throne.
Yeah, and then make sure that as they come in, whoever's the intimidator is like standing 1 foot.
All right,
on
everyone
his
check
back.
your intimidation.
Someone
Who's the most
drags the
intimidating?
Dohma Raskovar's body over to the foot of the Ivory Throne. It's a
I'll
little
work on
hard
that.
to see from the doorway because the Scyza's heaping corpse is just blocking the view. But,
Well,
you
that's-
know,
Oh yeah,
That's
there we go.
cool.
Pilot on top of the Scyza's corpse, and then stand on both.
What you got?
I got a. I'm not. I got the one on the
And
intimidation.
drive a spear through both.
I have a
Dolly has
1
a
to
1.
intimidation.
I have a 0.
I also have a 0.
Keith, you got any intimidation?
I have a 1.
If we don't have intimidation, could we use persuasion though?
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click it.
So I would say it's very unlikely that this will be a persuasion situation unless you find a reason why it would be a persuasion situation. It would either be an intimidation or potentially a deception, right? Or a performance. Again, depending on kind of like the angle that you play there.
Okay.
It could be persuasion, but you're gonna need a reason why it's persuasion.
No.
You know? Like,
Alright, whatever,
hey,
then.
I'm
That's
persuading
fine.
you because of X. You know, that type of situation. Other things to keep in mind. I would say, Guy, if you're trying to get Artorias back, now is the time. Because
I
you have
no spell slots, so
you
I
have
can't
no
bring it back.
spell slots. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Got
kind
it.
of unfortunate because
Question.
like I either save all my spell slots to bring him back, or he don't come back.
Yeah,
Can anybody do that, or is it just you?
Doesn't he have to have
Uh,
mending?
No. So I specifically have to have a spell slot of 1 or greater.
Okay.
I
Level
still
1 or
have
greater.
1.
No, he
so I
has to
could-
have it though.
yeah, it has to be him because he is basically like attuned to his defender companion and
Right.
knows and understands the inner workings of it, I think.
Okay.
Okay, well, then
Well, shall I check the box though? Because.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
someone
I
pulls
like-
out, like, if someone brings to my attention that there is a box full of very flammable
Oh, there are. There are
I will
several
be there.
boxes. Yeah.
I will be there post haste with produce flame in hand.
Dolly, you're able to in a very quick moment like waltz over to some of these sacks and boxes. Check the sacks, they're filled with coin. Check the boxes, they're filled with contracts. Right? There's a couple of boxes that have non-contractual stuff in there. And some of the contracts aren't necessarily like individual like personnel contracts, but they're actually like mission contracts, right? Like we contract to do this job for this person for this purpose, right? Like that type of thing. But there's like a half a dozen big crates on these shelves filled with these types of contracts. That being said, I will say
maybe don't
there's a
start the
lot
fire
of
just
like
yet.
there's a lot of dry straw in this vault or pen. So if you start tossing around fire, you're liable to set the whole damn place up.
All right. Maybe not tossing around fire, but
You could easily bring the
Yeah,
boxes
I
with
would
the
like to do that
contracts
in-
out into the domain and then burn them there without the risk of setting the Scyza's
yeah,
pin on fire.
that would be preferable.
Why? Why do you
Okay.
care?
I'm moving a box.
I would say the reason why you might care is because there's a lot of treasure in here that you have not like grabbed or claimed.
And also, we are in here.
well, in
Yeah,
the
I
pen,
I
in the
wanna make
pen.
sure we're clear for
specifically.
when they bust in. Who is intimidating them, or who is gonna claim to be the new, the one in charge? Dolly or Keith?
I've got 0, so I don't think it's a great
It doesn't
idea.
matter to me.
I think it's-
Do you care?
Yeah. Guy
Yeah,
has
I'll do it.
one and Dolly has
Okay.
one, right?
No, Guy or Dolly. All right, Dolly,
Okay.
you're in charge.
Okay, cool.
Dolly's
what
in
kind
charge.
of? Can I put like stuff in my backpack?
You want to just start grabbing stuff and throw it in your backpack? Sure.
Well, I want one of the contracts so we can look over it later.
Okay, yeah. You stuff a random contract. You just pull it off the top, shove it in your backpack.
Yeah.
There's, like I said, there are sacks and sacks of coinage in here.
I would like some points.
So you all as a party could basically spend a round looting the entirety of the Raskovar, Dohma Raskovar's treasure hoard. Because there's a lot of shit in here. And it's not all just coin, right? Like, there's little weird items. There's, like, this little decorated house that's sitting on the shelf. There's this, like, little old plushy toy of what looks to be like a velociraptor about, like, yay big. And it has, like, little tooth marks in it.
That's cute.
There's this wax drawing of the Dohma Raskovar on fine parchment. And you can see it kind of like it winks and waves at you while you look at it, right? And then there's a bunch of other just like random stuff sitting on these shelves. So,
I will loot later. I'm going to use.
You're
this
gonna
time
loot
to-
later? Okay.
So I'm gonna cast mending on myself a couple times.
Will that just get you back to full? In theory?
No, so I have to spend a hit die if mending is cast on me. And
All right.
I get that.
Do a mending now, and then I will tell you when to do another mending.
I think a good intimidation tactic can be like that little drawing he was talking about, the parchment paper with Dohma Raskovar on it. I can hold it and burn it in front of them as they walk in.
Oh,
you
yeah?
could do that.
So
Do
you
that.
snatch that wax painting off of the shelf and take it with you back over towards
Not
the.
gonna burn very fast.
You said it winked at us, right? That's Anna.
Yeah, it winks and waves. It's like an animated picture of the Dohma Raskovar.
Didn't realize it was wax.
Wow,
I don't know if
that's-
that's gonna burn very fast now.
It's
It'll
very,
melt, it'll be
very
okay.
vain of him.
Made his vein.
You probably think this song is about you.
All right, whatever. I'll participate in looting. I'll just take some shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna prep, be ready for battle.
Is
I'm
anyone?
still gonna be just burning contracts.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, 'cause
Um,
that's
Easy enough. Okay. I'm gonna roll. Okay. Do you want to do anything with the bodies in here, or are you just gonna like leave them where they've fallen, or do you want to like move them out of the way, or do you want to arrange them? You've kind of like propped the Dohma Raskovar at the foot of the Ivory Throne. Do you want to do anything else with any of the bodies, or is that it?
burning it, Sanders. Burning it.
Like,
Wow.
we can put 'em in a row.
Burning it.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a thing, Jay.
Weekend
Also,
at Bernie's.
Guy, you can do another mending.
What if we
Amen.
put them like in a row in front of the door so it takes them a little bit longer to get through?
Why do-
That's definitely a
I don't know.
possibility.
It's a suggestion.
I was gonna say, why
I
do we
don't know
want
why
them
that's
to take a long time to
resetting
get
back
through?
to a D4 every time.
Oh, or we can make it an aisle. We can make their bodies like an aisle of their bodies. So
Sure.
they have to walk through them and look at them.
Look, Dolly, if you think it's a cool idea, we can say you start doing it. You know?
I think that's cool.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
I'll help with the things in a row. That's fine. I'm with it.
You run into a major hurdle, and that is the Scyza, who is just massive. So it might take more than just two people to move that thing if you want to move it.
Leave that sucker
Yeah,
there. I want the first thing they see to be the big dead dinosaur.
I then pack up Artorias so I can put him in my backpack.
Is that a thing you can do? I mean, I'm down with it. Absolutely. Sounds good. You start to like
I don't
you start
know.
to like unscrew a leg here, put it in the backpack. Unscrew a leg
Yeah.
there, put it in the backpack. Unscrew
I
the
disassemble
tail,
him
put
a
it on
little
your
bit.
belt. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sounds good. All right.
All right. And then, so once I've finished helping, I'm gonna go to the door and I'll just start listening.
Perfect timing.
So when I hear people coming down, be like, "Let's go, places."
Durrag, you hear the big iron gates up the stairs
All right.
swing open, and you can now hear the voices of orcs coming.
All right, guys, they're coming. Guys, they're coming. Dolly, get on the throne.
I'm on the throne.
And then I shuffle over there quickly, and swiftly and gracefully, as if I was an elf, but I'm not. I'm a dwarf.
Alright.
And I cast guidance on her.
Is everyone in the position where they want to be when orcs come through these doors? I would say now is the
I-
time to place yourself.
Oh, I guess I should be over him.
I stand to the side of Dolly.
Yeah, same.
Oh, hold
Okay.
on. I'm gonna stand hovering over the guy.
I try to look as menacing as a 3-foot gnome can.
I'm gonna point out that Linsey, you are far from your friends in a corner.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming that I'm still on burn duty.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be bringing the boxes all the way from the vault all the way over to this corner and burning them in this corner. I don't think.
Okay,
You'd
sorry.
be
I didn't-
carrying them out like to the north or south
Here-
of the
Here,
somewhere
I'll
like
be
that.
over here.
That's
So there's
perfectly
just
fine.
like this like
stack of.
kind of starry figure over here causing fires.
I will say, how long does your story form last? I've
10
asked that
minutes.
before. 10 minutes?
Has it been 10 minutes?
No, it hasn't been 10 minutes. You're still good.
Okay.
Why is he barking?
I will also say at this point, Durrag, Tender comes kind of like flitting back over to you.
Oh, Tinder, you're
Some-
better after the mean woman injured you with her
Tinder.
horn.
Recovered from the
As
previous encounter.
Yes, it was.
It was a kick.
Oh,
No, it was an axe.
you're back after you kicked the owl.
I think it was an axe. Can't remember.
Regardless, after the mean woman injured you, my poor owl,
Sorry, the owl didn't get out of the way fast enough.
whom I love.
Yeah, I mean, Al kind of was in the way. Happened.
The doors, unbarricaded, are kicked open as orcish figures rush in and
Who
are
dares kick down the door of the new Doma?
shocked and horrified by the scene before them. And the scene before them is orcish bodies laid out in a bloody aisle, leading to Horanus, the Scyza, which is this massive dead reptilian creature that they cannot see past. And then they just hear this small voice yell out from beyond. And yeah. There is a moment of hesitation, and then a tentative voice that shouts out questioningly, Dohma Raskovar? Are you safe?
Oh, it's me? Oh,
Answer.
what does
Line.
it look like?
Line.
What's he
That's
look
pretty good.
like? As the
No,
Dohma
what does it
Raskovar.
look like?
What does it look like?
What does it
Uh,
look like?
That's
Do you
that's
think
what
he's
that's,
alive?
that's what she's saying to them.
They can't see his body, so they
No.
take that kind of like
I get it,
shouted
but there's
phrase.
nothing around him.
Yeah. They take that kind of like shouted phrase, and they are going to start to press their way into past the bodies, going kind of like to the south around the Scyza, so that they can actually see what the fuck is going on. So they get to about this point, and then they see, kind of like the display in front of them. The Dohma Raskovar dead at the feet of the Ivory Throne. Dolly, are you sitting or standing in the Ivory Throne?
I am towering over the dead body of the Dohma Raskovar.
While still sitting.
While still sitting? I mean, either or. Guy to the side, Durrag right behind, Keith
That thing where you
over.
cross your legs intimidatingly.
Right.
Yeah, pretty good.
And so there's a clear kind of like moment where it's oh. They just look around at the carnage around them. And you can see several of them are livid. Like, these are allies? At least.
Correction, were.
Potentially friends and loved ones at most, right?
Not anymore.
Past tense.
You're talking about the minions?
Just the multitude of dead people here. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
I
this kind of
nudge
looks like
Dolly.
war crimes. I get it.
I
War
nudge
crimes.
Dolly. I say, Dolly, now's the time. Tell him to fuck off. You're in charge.
We have
No, you, not with you. You're the one in charge.
defeated your Dohma Raskovar and his lizard. And now I am going to
Move on.
release you, if you would like, from those evil, pesky contracts. Just could advise me a little more.
Say it.
Is Durrag playing the advisor, like whispering in Dolly's ear back
Oh,
here?
I mean, he should be, because this is the first time Dolly's been in this situation.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely.
But
Just tell him that you're in charge and to fall in line or fuck off.
okay, we're rewinding that.
People respect a strong woman.
I have defeated your Dohma Raskovar and the lizard. The weak
Sit
lizard.
down.
So you can either follow me or fuck off.
Yeah, that sounds like an intimidation check.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I will say variable DC here. You get a 15 or above, you will have a partial success. You get a 20 or
Oh.
higher, you will have a full success.
I definitely
Holy
cast guidance
shit.
before they got here.
He did.
Okay,
What does
I
that
recall
mean?
that being cast.
sounds like a plan.
1d4.
Oh wait, so doing a quick one, it just is still normal?
Yeah. So at normal, you scroll down, click your intimidation. Yeah, click it. And now roll a 1d4. Yeah, click that same approach. Oh, you did it. Kind of.
That's
Partially.
You see across the faces of these orcs a mixture of fury at these random invaders having come here and slaughtered their kin and leader and now proclaiming that they're taking over, but also fear at having slaughtered their kin and leader and the Scyza, and still be standing. Though not without injury, they can see, right?
I'm without injury.
You're like, actually.
The dwarf standing behind the moose lady is less visible.
Well, it is what it
I'm,
is.
I'm untouched. It's fine.
Hey, you're a machine. They don't care about you.
Wow.
What the fuck?
That's racist.
That is racist.
Oh. There is
Just because I'm
a
made of metal, my life doesn't matter.
there's a
It's fucked up.
moment, right, where your words hang in the air. Dolly.
You're not coming up here. Get down.
And then the orc in the back, which I haven't really shown you guys what these orcs look like. You've seen These guys, these are the two in front,
Ah, yes, the lava
Oh,
mancers.
cool.
but you have not seen the other two. These are the two in the middle,
Oh, nice. That's fair.
They look like Klingons.
and then this
You
is
do kind of look like
the
Klingons.
lady in the back.
Oh, it's a lady.
I like to imagine she's always jumping like that.
Always, always, absolutely. I
At
will.
all
I
moments, that's
I
what she
will
looks- that's what
note
she looks
that
like.
her fists are not sheathed in fire. In point of
lame.
fact, her fists are actually sheathed in. They're kind of like dripping, is what it looks like.
Weird.
Far less interesting, but still interesting.
Interesting. It is the conduit, the woman who speaks up, responding to Dolly, who says, "Very well, Dohma," and just kind of like
But
lets
Dolly,
Dolly.
Yes!
Dohma Parton. Oh my god. This is Dolly's choice. She's asking Dolly. She's asking basically like it was the Dohma Raskovar, now it's the Dohma.
Parton.
Parton's pretty good.
Very well, Dohma Parton. We will make your authority known. And they begin to kind of like back out towards the door.
Well, it's a little difficult for them to back out towards the door whenever the big ass lizard's in the way.
Yeah, they're like
And all their friends and
slowly
family.
they're
piled up on
they're
either
like
side.
slowly scooching backwards, facing you all back towards the door.
Bye bye.
Walt!
Okay.
Where are you going?
News of your ascension must be passed through the ranks. And I presume we will need to muster the men to come and clean this place out.
no, she likes it bloody.
Oh, God.
Does anyone here have insight trained?
No.
I do have insight train.
Anyone
No.
with insight can roll an insight check.
14.
Linsey, what are the chances that if these orcs leave this place, they just go find every other member of the Ivory Throne in the Hanging Tree and they bring them back here?
Very high.
What do you do with that insight,
Oh.
Linsey?
I share that
I
with.
keep it to myself.
Well, I can't. All right. So, that's right. I use. Where is it?
You could just whisper.
I use silent speech to tell Dolly, if they leave, they're coming back with reinforcements to kick our ass.
Oh, we could just leave.
We gotta do something about this.
What if we just leave?
Well, how long do you think it would take? Well, not that I would know this, but how
Do you-
long do you think it would take them to go and then come back? Could we loot and leave before they come back?
The issue is that leaving is going the same direction that they're going.
Not necessarily. How the fuck did the dinosaur get out? The dinosaur's getting out of way.
They just use polymorph to get him in there.
That's
Okay.
right.
The Doma teleported him every time.
Maybe.
Why don't I just ask them to clean up the bodies and then we ixnay?
Okay, do that. Tell him to. Don't let him leave. If you don't want to, don't let him leave.
Okay, hold up. Why can't y'all do it? Why can't y'all? If you believe that I am your Doma Parton. Might be pardon. I'm not sure. Anyway, if you believe this, then I think you should clean up.
Conduit kind of like pauses and says, we would be more than happy to assist in the cleanup, but we are not prepared or equipped to dispose of these bodies. We'll need wheelbarrows or sleds to take them up and out. We'll need better tools to hack the Scyza to pieces and dispose of it. And we have not rags or mops with us for this amount of blood.
Lick it up.
Oh
There's
my
a bar.
god.
God,
There is a bar
This just
right
got
there.
dark.
oh my god.
Guy's trying to stay in character.
Like,
All you need to do is move them to a corner and there's a bar right there with a water. And I'm pretty sure bars have buckets.
Oh, it's a wet bar.
I forgot what age we're in, okay?
Okay, move on. Now that you're full shirted.
I don't like this position. I don't know what to do.
These orcs turn and try to bolt for the door. They
I
get
take a shot.
they get about 10 feet as an arrow flies and potentially will clip one of them.
Yep.
And then, unless you all are gonna just let him
Then
go,
it's a
we'll
foot
be
race.
rolling for initiative.
are the contracts gone?
Contracts seem to be gone, yes.
Okay.
You click on your token, and then you click on this, and you click initiative.
Um,
And you open your sheet.
did you roll, Keith?
I did.
Up
I
at the
did.
top.
I thought I did.
I see an initiative from you, but not an attack.
Oh, for the attack. Sorry.
Yeah, because you'll get an attack from this. 16. 16 will not hit either of the ones at the back. As your shot flies
Can
through the
I
air.
wait? Can I add one of my 1d4s to it?
Ooh, yeah, if you want to, sure.
Get off my foot, dude.
Damn. Okay.
Wrong thing. Oh, you rolled a 1. Oh no.
I did. Oh well.
Ay, ay, ay.
I don't change color again. Contaminated. Can't trust it.
Okay. Cool. I've got Keith, Durrag, Dolly, Linsey, Tender. I do not have a guy.
What's going on, my guy?
Oh, right. I don't have the thing. Sadness. The orcs take a break for it. And it is initiative. The conduit and one of the orcs is fastest. They are going to lose 5 feet of movement going over the bodies, but the orc conduit will still have enough movement to easily rush out of the bar and out of
I'm
sight.
fastest.
You are the
I
fastest.
forgot to click it.
Can't believe you've done this. All right. Conduit goes back where the conduit was. Guy, you're up. These orcs are going to try to run for it. What do you want to do?
Crazy little
You're going at him?
metal man.
Ah! Hold on. How much movement do I have? 30?
Yeah,
or
do you
25?
even have the movement to get to them? Is the question?
Not in swing. I have 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I dash.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'm here. Let's go.
Jump up
Wow.
onto the table.
Yeah,
All
jump up on the table. I'm just like frothing at the mouth. Screaming.
Fantastic. Anything else?
No.
How do you froth up the mouth?
It's actual oil. Just
Bubbling.
Okay, so back to the conduit, who will take the disengage action.
Damn it.
yeah, that's right.
Will
You ain't dashing.
and then we'll take the bonus action dash.
That's bullshit.
Fucking rogue.
Fucking bullshit.
To basically just sprint the fuck out of this place, because why the fuck would they stand and deal with the people that just slaughtered the Dohma Raskovar and the Scyza when they could retreat and get every other motherfucker in this place to come back down here? So that is the orc conduit's plan. We have this guy does not have the bonus action dash. But he will actually swing.
I'm prepared for the crit.
Right?
Hmm. No, I think actually this guy's just gonna try to run. He will disengage and he will try to run.
Bitches.
So he gets there. This guy will also disengage, run, and it is Linsey.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. And I wish to use my action to, check Doma's body for the Heldan crest. Like, I'm not trying to, figure out what everything on his body. I just want that one item if it's there.
Roll me an investigation check. DC is going to be 8.
Okay.
What is this?
Investigation -1. 14.
Does not seem as if the Dohma Raskovar's body holds the Helden Crest. That is where I had to move the door to the Scyza's pen last time because Jay kept opening and closing it.
What? Come on, dog. All right. I'll purse and then luminous arrow with the bonus action at the further away orc.
Okay.
12.
12. A 12 does not hit.
Okay, intern.
It's Dolly. Dolly, Your new subjects flee your command.
Okay, can I run after them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They're pretty far away, though, so you might not be able to get to them in a single turn without dashing, which will use your action, which means you won't be able to attack. But you do have javelins, don't you? So you could just throw some javelins at them if you want to do that as you move.
Yes, so as I am moving, I will throw a javelin
Swank.
at... Huh?
Swank.
At-
Awesome.
Okay, thanks.
Excited. Happy.
What do I do?
Click the javelin button.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A 10 won't do the deed. Also, go ahead and move yourself to wherever you want to be as you try to chase them down. Wonderful. And we are to Tender and then Durrag.
Okay. So are these two guys that are left? Have they just not gone yet?
They just haven't gone yet. They're at the bottom of the initiative order.
All right.
They were just the slowest on the draw. One was busy trying to block arrows from Keith, and then the other was just tripped up trying to get over bodies.
All right. I'm gonna say, Tender, go find us a way out. And I have him fly in here and search. And I also am gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna run in here. I'm gonna look
okay.
around for like switches or
All
you know things that possibly raise this whole fucking platform.
Sure.
Or like I don't know, a big ass thing in the back that gets this man out.
Portal.
I will
or a
say.
pole.
I will say you can roll investigation checks or you can roll perception checks. Perception checks will not achieve your goal, but if you succeed on a perception check, you can then use that to give yourself advantage on an investigation check in the next turn. Right?
Okay.
It's like, oh, I noticed that thing over there with my perception, and then that gives me advantage on my investigation of that thing. Whereas investigation is actually like looking around and figuring out how the fuck do we get out of here, you know?
Okay. Tender perceives.
15 will be a success. So next turn, Tender will have, or I will say, you can have Tender give that to you now to give you advantage on your investigation.
I have Tender give that to me now.
Sounds great.
Now I investigate. Okay, Lee.
An 18 instead of a 5. They'll do it. It's interesting, Durrag. You start to kind of like shuffle through the thick straw of the Scyza's pen, and there's stuff all along the shelves, right? And you're kind of intent on, you know, making your way towards the back wall and maybe seeing if there's anything hidden there, some sort of switch or lever or something like that. But it's as you're crossing through the nest, the straw nest, that your foot goes through a more shallow portion and scrapes across something underneath the straw. And as you instinctually reach down and pull up a hand of the straw, you see underneath the nest are a myriad of blue glowing runes.
All right, blue glowing runes. Got it.
I think that's your turn.
That sounds like my turn.
All right, fantastic. It's Keith, who I'm presuming is going to shoot some things. Ah! I take my sock off. Ow! Love me?
No.
No. If you guys could see my fucking tallest cat right now, Lippo lays on Casey in the just fucking way. Like, Casey's legs are up like this, and Lippo just like lays, body shunted out, and arms just hanging out into no man's land. He's perfectly happy like that. Anyways,
I'm gonna show you the selfie.
I'm bringing it back uno momento. Keith, it's your turn if you want to shoot something or do something else.
I can shoot something.
All right. The orcs are trying to flee.
I guess this guy first.
I will say that one looks less heavily armored than the other one.
Yeah, that guy first.
Oh, it's not no map.
Dang.
9 won't do it,
Rolls
but
are not on point today.
you can still horde breaker even if you don't hit.
Okay.
Okay, that was a question.
No.
No? Okay,
I don't-
never.
No, I don't think I can. I thought you were just being
Like,
nice.
she was like,
Sorry.
you're left, I'll do it.
That was a question. That was me being like, is that how that works?
Was that not an
no,
offer?
no, never mind. All right,
That
well,
sounded like you were allowing it.
ignore. Do you want to move, or are
Okay.
you good where you're at?
I'm good where I'm at.
All right. Then at this point, these 2 other orcs are going to rush their way out, and since they do not have to disengage, they will be dashing. And it becomes pretty apparent, right, that you all can pursue them, and you may have a slow mixed success of like being able to drop 1 or 2 or even 3 of them as they try to escape, but they're gonna make it out of here. It's just a matter of how many of them make it out of here, right? And now we go back to the top of the turn, and it's Guy.
I mean, I don't think I can catch him to do much of it. Oh, I suppose I get to those 2.
It's up to you.
Alright. Well, I will chase after them and I will harry their escape.
Harry their escape. All right. Are you just dashing to get there, or are you making an action?
Yeah, I'm making an action. Swang.
The guy to the north of you is carrying a big 2-handed axe. The guy to the east of you or west of you has a spear and shield.
I'm gonna hit the axe guy because I'll have a better chance of hitting him. That may have been the wise
14.
choice.
14 hits. Yep, absolutely. That was a wise choice.
Yeah. Oh, eat shit.
Eat shit. That's a lot of fucking damage. Yikes. Yeah, he eats shit. Yeah. I mean, you rush up on these 2 orcs as they are trying to flee and stab one in the back, basically. And he howls in pain. He's not down, but that was a grievous wound. Anything else?
Yeah. No.
All right, you're able to see at the top of the stairs the orc conduit
I just yell out, coward!
is fucking gone.
Fucking gone.
Oh, let's stop here.
Since you've been gone.
Okay. This guy who is right next to you, it's one thing to like all run away when there's several people about to engage. It's another thing to run away when there's one auto gnome who has just stabbed his buddy in the back. So he turns his spear at you. Oh, I should have used this
Come
fucking
on,
thing.
then.
That's my bad. He is going to. Do you speak Orcish?
I speak goblin.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
He's so small.
The only word you make out of what he shouts is go. He shouts a string of words in orc, and the only one you kind of like think you understand is go. And then he
You go, gnome?
and then he tries to stab the shit out of you with a spear. That is a 17.
I block with my shield.
Another stab with his spear. That is another 17. All
I
right.
block with my shield again. Oh god, he can do a lot of damage though. Good lord.
Misses both times. You see, looking back, deep wound in his back. This orc looks at the rampart who has just shouted something to him and runs away without using the disengage action.
I slash him.
As soon as you use your reaction to attack him, the rampart uses his reaction and shouts no and jumps in front of your attack to take it instead. So you slash him.
He reacts by react. Get slashed. Maybe not.
And that is definitely a no. Yeah, he
Hold up,
basically like
hold up,
jumps in
hold
front
up,
of you
hold
and
up.
oh.
Are you
I
going to
don't think that's
Kamigawa
gonna
his
be enough.
Kamigawa?
Never mind.
Say what?
Never mind. Never
Okay.
mind. It's not gonna be enough.
He jumps, interposes his shield, blocks your attack.
So we're just sitting here like bouncing things off each other's shields.
Yeah, basically. And now it is. Well, that was 30. And then he will dash away out of your sight. And it's Linsey.
All right. Frantically, I'm just like, I'm gonna look for this crest. You found our way out, guys, and I'll jump over here and use my action to start tossing the bar, looking for the crest.
Same scenario. I'll offer the same situation as I did to Zach. You can make either an investigation check, or you can make a perception check that will give you advantage on a future investigation check for what you're doing.
Let's just. Oh my, I got a -1 on investigation. Yeah, I'm just gonna risk it for this. Straight up investigation right now.
Okay.
18.
18's not bad. You find a lot of liquor. You find no crests.
No crest.
You find no real documentation or anything like that. Nothing special or concerning. You do see an ivory salt shaker, which stands out to you.
Oh well, I mean, I don't have an action, so I guess I can't do anything else
I mean, it's a
for now.
free item interaction to just pick something up.
Oh, I guess that's so. I pick up the ivory salt shaker.
As soon as you do, you feel this kind of like tingle in your fingers,
Yes.
right? And there is
Minute.
a moment where you're like, in your mind, you're like, I'm supposed to say something, but you don't know what to say.
No.
Shake it like a salt shaker. Shake it like.
And it's Dolly. Dolly, you're up. The orcs are fleeing in rapid succession. It does seem as if one is standing to fight Guy to try to, like, cover the retreat of his allies.
I guess I'll go help Guy.
Okay.
While I'm running, I'm gonna throw something again.
Sounds like a plan.
There we go. Eh. What am I throwing?
Javelin or hand axe?
I'm gonna throw my hand axe this time. Can I throw a hand axe?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Absolutely.
Throwing hands.
Throwing hands. Ooh.
Oh god, I duck.
Please roll a d20. You want above a 5.
What happened?
If you roll a 5 or less, then you confirm that critical failure and something bad happens.
Yeah, because you critically failed.
Oh fuck
Oh
you.
no!
Rest in peace.
Well,
All
I
right,
knew this was bad now.
Dolly, I'm gonna let you choose between 3 options. Do you want to hurt Guy? Do you want to
Somehow
cause an
shaking
issue
your
for
area.
yourself, or do you want to shatter that hand axe for all eternity?
Pretty good.
Which one should I choose?
I would shatter the hand axe for all eternity.
Okay, I'm gonna shatter the hand axe for all eternity.
There, you hurl the hand axe, and it's actually on point, but it's just slapped out of the air by the orc rampart shield, hits the stone wall next to it, and shatters into a tiny million pieces. And that's that.
Remove one hand axe from your sheet.
Yeah.
It's fine, they're cheap.
Yeah, they're not too
Go
expensive.
Go down. Down.
Okay. Tender and Durrag.
Yeah, so just there should be two. It's not.
Oh, it's this
Oh
one.
no, it's this one. Sorry, you're right. Okay. I'm gonna try and clear off. Like,
Oh yeah.
is it a big rune symbol or a little runic symbol?
So you're not sure, right? But you take a
Okay.
few moments to try to start to brush some of the straw around or out of the way, and very quickly you are able to deduce that this entire nest is covering a massive runic circle.
Okay.
Oh, it's a teleportation ring.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which none of us will. Whoops.
I would like to use my action to touch on it and try and feel what triggers it.
Do you have Arcana trained? Are you proficient in
do.
Arcana? Then roll me an
Yeah.
Arcana check. You are the man to be doing this job.
Natural one.
All right.
Ooh!
Mazel tov.
He
Ooh.
is not the man to be doing this job.
Oh, what happens?
Please roll me a d20 and see if you confirm that critical.
Oh yeah, okay.
Magical
I did not.
backlash.
You actually do, right? Like you touch the sigil and you try to like quest out with it. With questing into magic generally means trying to push a little bit of your own magical energy into something, right? It's like injecting dye into a body for like exploratory operations, that type of thing. So you kind of like push a little bit of your magic in, but when you do that, you create an opening with yourself and the thing, which can allow magic to flood back in. And you feel it about to happen, and you're like, oh shit, and you close that back. You don't think that you're incapable of figuring this out. You were a little too hasty in that initial attempt, right?
Okay. Then at the end of my turn, I will shout, "Hey, anybody find any magic doodads or buttons?" That's it. That's my turn.
Magic lever over
Nice
here
job.
needs a magic word. I don't know what the magic word is.
And then it's Keith's turn, who is still standing
Shot
on the
from 2
bar.
rooms away.
There are no orcs in sight, Keith, but you can hear fighting from out in the hall.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Okay?
Let me see. Hold on. This giant thing is in my way.
Yeah, now if you go south, you'll probably get an angle to be able to see north into the hallway. So if you go like southwest, or trying to go like around the lizard,
I think that's as
there
far
you
as
go.
I can go,
And
I
that-
will attack that one.
Absolutely gives you a clear line of sight on that orc.
Better roll. Jeez!
There's a better roll, I think, than last time, but not a good enough roll.
Oh my gosh! Time to change colors.
Ah!
I can't
told
really
ya.
see anything here. So I think that's I think that's it for my turn.
Unfortunato.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy is going to run. And this guy's gonna run. And then we are back to the top of the turn with Guy.
All right. Well, I guess I'll swing on the man who has decided to die.
He can take you. He ain't decided to die. Fuck off.
He
Get
can
outta
take
here.
me. Doesn't mean he's gonna survive.
Yeah, that's fair.
A swing on. Oh, motherfuck!
All of the great rolls that you all had in the fight against the Dohma and the Scyza, gone. They're all just gone.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I know.
goodness.
On my screen, it's a 14 and a 17. This is bullshit.
Well, neither the 14 nor the 17 would hit.
+6. Nerd.
Oh, well, fine, they would both hit. Sucks to be you. This
It
guy.
does suck to be me.
This guy doesn't want to die here, and he sees Dolly coming up, and he just blocked a shot from Keith. He's gonna take the disengage action, and he's gonna run. He actually runs 35 feet. They're quick boys. And that is, I say that he would move there. And that is his turn, and it's back to Linsey. Linsey, you found a tingly, potentially magical salt shaker.
Nothing.
What would be like a passphrase they would use down here? Heldan, and I'll pull on it.
No, it's like you can just pick it up. It's a salt
Oh.
shaker. Like you
It's
can
not.
no, like it's not like stuck to anything. It's just sitting there. Yeah.
All right, so just I guess instead what I'll do is I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
I'll run it over to the magic circle and bring it closer to one of the runes to see if like something happens.
Starts to glow a little.
Do we still have that wax picture?
Oh, I
Dolly
do.
does, yeah.
I don't know.
Can I yeet
I don't know if it's doing something. It's glowing a
It's
little.
not there.
Oh,
Is
I'm
this
sorry.
good? Like, I guess I could just like sprinkle some salt
Salt starts
on the
season.
magic circle.
Okay, sure. That's Dolly, or that's Lindsay's turn. Dolly,
Yeah.
you're up.
I don't know what's going on.
Ooh.
Some people are chasing, some people are not. The
Yep.
enemies are running.
Well, can I? Do we need the picture?
We don't know what we need. We're trying to figure out how. I found a magic circle.
I just remembered it was a magic picture.
I'm trying to figure out how it works right now. And Lindsay's also looking for other ways to get us out while you guys are.
Are we still chasing after the people?
That's up to
I
y'all.
am, yeah.
I don't really know.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna. I guess I'll just.
I will say it's easy for Keith to chase out the door and then fire pot shots, but the further you and Dolly, the further you and Guy get away from everyone else, the harder it is, or the longer it takes for you to get back to them, basically, right? So if you want to keep chasing or not, that's up to you. It's whether or not you feel like there's merit to it, or if you feel like you would be better served doing something else. That's entirely up to you.
I don't know.
That's okay. Would you like to hold your turn and come back to it later?
By the way,
Can I at least yeet the picture back there if they need it?
Sure. You say you step over here and like yeet the picture back that way. How far can you can throw a javelin like 60 feet, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. 30,
We'll
50.
say you can't quite throw the picture that far. It's heavy, but it's not designed to throw like a javelin is. So we'll say you can throw it 40 feet. So you can throw it like here. If someone wants to like grab it.
Here.
Noted.
Okay. Do you want to do anything else, or are you good with that?
I think I'm good for right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Tinder Durrag.
All right. Well, pretty sure I can do this. The thing started glowing when he got near
Yeah,
it.
when I brought this salt shaker near.
Yeah, that little salt shaker started to glow a little bit.
Hey, let me see that. I touch that and I touch the rune. Now try again. I'm like,
Okay.
how does this
Roll me,
work?
roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
Okay. 20.
20. Very
Dirty
nice.
20.
Yes, this enchanted salt shaker is tied to this magic circle. It is as you suspect, right? Like it is some sort of teleportation system, right? Probably that there is another magic circle like this somewhere nearby. And it seems, plausible that this is how they get the Scyza out of the place, right? Is activate the magic circle, Scyza gets teleported somewhere nearby up to the surface, boom, continue on from there, right?
Yep.
The issue as you're touching this thing is twofold. You know immediately, right, that in order for the circle to activate, whoever's holding the cellar needs to say the appropriate word,
Okay.
and that it's not instantaneous. It is a minute charge up of the sigils, and then it will fire.
Okay. Got it.
Okay? Anything else for your turn?
I can't deduce that word, can I?
You could if you've got a guess off the top of your head, that's a guess off the top of your head. But deducing it, like actually trying to use a skill, will take actions in the future.
Understood.
Okay. That
Okay, gotcha.
okay. Keith, you're up.
Okie dokie. Here, I think is as far as I can go.
Sounds like a plan. You see
Target
the
that guy.
orc right at the top of the stairs. Not quite out of your line of sight.
I changed color and everything.
That was
Too
the
close to your previous color.
wrong color. That was definitely the wrong color.
It's way too close to the previous one.
Please,
Fuck.
please roll me a d20 to see if you confirm that critical.
Nah, she didn't.
You're good.
She's got it.
You do not have to choose between shooting guy in the back and your bowstring breaking.
I'm so glad. I just stumble and fall because I'm clumsy. Goodness gracious.
Okay.
Why is everyone trying to hit me?
Everyone's trying to hit guy. Because you're the target to hit, my friend.
This is bullshit.
Got
Sorry.
so
I'm
much
just a
AC.
little
It's
robot
great.
boy trying to live his
Um,
little robot life.
Hey, that guy, and it's back to you, guy.
Fine. I charge up, hear a bunch of gears whirring, and then I firebolt this motherfucker.
Okay.
Ooh. It's like Gina. Or not,
Hey.
Genos.
No, I don't.
No dice.
Oh, hold on. Build for success. 1d4. Does a 16 hit?
Dang.
Fine.
Unfortunately.
I walk back in dejectedly. 5, 10,
Dejectedly.
15,
He comes in.
20.
Did you get him?
25. They shut up. No.
Okay. It looks like Guy is breaking off the pursuit. The orc runs out of view. And I think my question now is, Keith, are you going to pursue without... Oh, Keith's not here. We go to Linsey.
Shit, I have nothing to do with my turn. Because I'm tapped on spell slots. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
Do you have Arcana trained?
Do I have Arcana trained? I don't have Arcana trained.
Okay, well, there's still shit.
I don't need...
Like, it seems like Durrag is trying to figure out this thing, so you could try to help Durrag, or you could look at the shit on the shelves. There's still stuff on the shelves that you could be swiping or just looking at, you know?
So, guidance is just unchecked, right?
What happens if I dash?
Checks,
I think it's everything but saving throws, I think.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll walk up, tap him on the shoulder, give him some guidance, and then I'm gonna try to make myself useful over here at these.
Okay, so you use your action to cast guidance and then start looking at some of the stuff.
Yeah, since it's my action, I won't be able to actually like.
Again, free item interactions. If you want to just start scooping stuff off the shelves to be like, if we're leaving, might as well loot this place. You know,
I grab my 1/8 staff and start scooping things off the shelf.
Easy peasy. Dolly, you threw the wax painting, and then no one came and got it, and now Guy is walking past you back into the room. So it feels like the chase is off. Do you want to do anything? Do you want to go claim your painting again, or you want to like go see if you can figure something out? What's up?
I'm gonna dash over by the Dohma Raskovar body.
Okay. Sounds good. Boop. Easy peasy. You're up.
Hello. Okay. All right, just real quick before I do anything. It's not like written on the wall right next to the door.
There doesn't
To get out, say pineapple or something like that.
There doesn't seem to be any just writing on the wall, no.
Alright, well, I'm going to concentrate on the damn key and try and intuit its damn command word.
Okay,
then.
so I will say this. Much like any situation where you need a password, right, it tends to be something simple that a person can remember, right? So, you can either guess with that information, or you can make a difficult Arcana check to try to force your supremacy and magic into the devices to try to, like, eke out the command. Or you can make a less difficult history check to see if you can try to, like, remember anything that may relate to it.
How many guesses can I make in a turn?
It's basically your action.
I can only make one guess a turn?
Well, so you're if you want to just guess, you can just guess like a string of fucking words at me, right? But if you want to use a skill to try to assist you in determining it, that's an action.
What was the damn dinosaur's name?
Scyza.
No, it had a name.
Oh, it's Scyza.
It's like fucking colloquial name. It had an act like his name is PX, but he's a bulldog. That's Bulldog. What was his name? It was like Tutankhamun or something. It wasn't Tutankhamun, but it was like something like that.
Oh, I love that.
It was like Tuttermouse or To Kevin or something like that. He shouted it when he was dying.
I know you're right. I don't remember though.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All right, well, whatever.
This is
You think
where
it'll be tattooed on his body?
Kevin!
this
Maybe.
is where a history check may help you, if that is your assumption, because your character might remember things your player does not.
All right, my character would like to. Hold on, let me check what I.
I'll be right back. I need to let puppies out.
No, I think I'd like to force my magical supremacy.
Is your history that bad?
It's not that much worse, but it's not better.
Okay, gotcha. Magical supremacy. Okay, this is gonna be difficult.
I rolled a 19 plus a 1d4.
Right.
I rolled a 23.
A 23 will not succeed on you forcing your magic into it. The DC is 25 to
Bro,
Damn,
basic-
so I got a crit. That's
basically usurp the magic within. Well, you don't have to crit if you have other bonuses
I
assisting
could
you.
add 1d4 on any roll, can I
Yeah.
not?
Like a guidance can add that assistance into it, right?
No, I
Which-
meant from making jokes earlier.
Oh, exactly,
you?
right? Like an inspiration can also do that. Well, you use your own inspiration on yourself. However, did you already roll the D4 for
I did. That's what I
Linsey's-
rolled a 23.
was that Lindsay's guidance or was that your
It
own
was
thing?
guidance. Yeah.
That was
Right?
Lindsay's guidance. I don't have my own thing.
Okay, gotcha. Then in that case, yeah, you're not going to be able to make it without additional assistance.
All right. Well,
Can I put
I'll-
one of my 1d4s to it?
Let me double check
I've still got 2.
I don't know the
What?
words, guys. I'm trying to figure it out.
what I wrote. Hard objective. I didn't specify that it has to be your own roll. It says any roll. So
Alright,
I
one of
will
mine,
s-
Z.
I will say yes, and I will be changing that between this
Next time.
No.
campaign and the next one. And
was a
you rolled a
50-50.
1, which does not meet it.
Damn.
Ah, well, we tried.
Okay. Anything else for your turn, Durrag?
Darn it, burn it. No, that's all I can do.
Keith, you're up.
Dang.
Alright, so
Alright, I don't know.
pep talk, or I guess panic talk. They're going to get reinforcements. We know this. We have this big teleportation thingy that we're not really sure how to use. What do we want to do? Do we want to stay down here? Or do we want to try and get out before all the shit hits the fan?
Get out how? We gotta go through them.
Right. If we're chasing after them, if we all start running,
It's the idea of if they get to reinforcements, but you're right behind them, the reinforcements aren't going to be able to prepare in mass, basically.
well, and as we came down here, if you guys remember, it was just kind of like staircase after staircase. Like we didn't stop and look to see what anything was, all of the floors. We know that there's animal things because we heard the growling and stuff on the way down. So the idea would be is we're just gonna cut and run. Like I would say burn this room with all the contracts in it. Get GTFO as fast as we can, just straight the staircase all the way up.
Well, Lindsay has already burnt all the contracts.
Cool. So then
Contracts are
we're
done.
good to go. We can just run.
I mean, there's a word. I'm close, guys. I'm gonna figure it out.
I'm wondering if
Zach is invested in figuring it out.
Maybe
But-
it's written somewhere. Maybe it's like carved into the throne
Okay,
or
but-
behind the bar or something.
But play this out with me. There's a teleportation. We know it's going to take us somewhere nearby. They know where the other end of that is.
Okay, yeah.
May not be in our favor to go through it.
Sure.
I don't know. That's just me. I feel like we should tuck and run, but that's me.
Keith, do you want to do anything for your actual action
I
this
want to
turn?
hold my action just in case.
You're going
they
to watch
try
the
to run.
stairs and shoot at someone if they come down, basically.
I think I'm going to go to the top of the stairs and look here. Yes,
Okay.
I will wait here.
Sounds like a plan. Okie dokie. Mitch is away momentarily. We are at the top of the turn order. And I'm going to go from right to left this time because I've been going from left to right. Jay, roll
Yes,
me
sir.
a d20. You do not want to roll a 1.
Okay. 10.
Fantastic. Okay.
Is it?
We are gonna drop out of initiative order at this particular moment. This is now going to be a free for all kind of like situation. Currently, Durrag is trying to. I'm actually gonna change music too. Durrag is trying to figure out this magic teleportation. Is anyone
Sure.
else doing anything differently or doing anything to try to assist him?
I was gonna either rifle a body or talk to a picture to try to get something out of it.
Okay,
But,
yeah,
know,
you pick up the picture and you see this wax picture painting of the Dohma Raskovar smiling and waving at you. It looks like a propaganda poster. It looks like he's going to campaign for some like office of something, you know?
Am I asking it a question?
It's up to you.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, what is this word to help us all?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Damn, persuade that picture to like us.
Yeah,
We-
good luck with that.
It's not a bad persuasion.
You see the painting, winks at you, makes this it makes this motion with its mouth like you don't hear any words out of it, but makes this motion with its mouth like it's tutting at you. It goes like, and it waggles a finger at you.
I got it, so does it now?
Did that take her action, or no? He
Uh,
just, I don't-
yeah. So
don't know.
that's a skill check. So that's your action. That doesn't mean that it doesn't know. That means that you weren't successful in persuading it to tell you. So you could potentially try to do that in the future, right? Or you could try to change tactics, right? Like maybe you don't persuade it, maybe you threaten it, you know, that type of thing.
Can I threaten it now?
No, but you can move or do something else.
I feel like I could rifle a body and he has a tattoo of the...
Yeah, sure. If you wanna, you wanna like kind of toss his body. You know that as you're tossing the body, you see there's that fucking crossbow that he had, the repeating crossbow on him. And his body is kind of riddled with tattoos. There's a dozen or more little intricate tattoos all over the Dohma Raskovar's body. He has several facial piercings, body piercings, etc., etc. There's a lot going on with his body. There could be a clue hidden on his body, but it'll take you time to actually, like, if you're wanting to really, like, look and read, and is this a thing? Hey, try this, right? Like that type of scenario. Okay? Okay? Is anyone else doing anything else or trying to provide assistance to Durrag?
I wish to continue to toss the room looking for the crest.
Okay. Are you also going to continue providing guidance?
Because if I say yes, it's going to make it so that my... Is that going to affect my tossing?
Yes. Your tossing
yeah,
capabilities
I'm still
will
gonna
be slightly
guidance
diminished.
Durrag. That 1d4 is going to end up mattering.
Okay. So you keep taking the time to walk over to Durrag, guidance, because it's touch, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
touch.
Walk over to Durrag, guidance, go back to the shelves, knock some stuff into a backpack, walk over to Durrag, guidance, etc., etc. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Keith, anything, or are you good? You're just
I'm
watching
good.
the stairs. Guy,
Watch the stairs.
Guy, quick synopsis. Keith is watching the stairs. Durrag has found a magic circle that might teleport you all out of here. He's trying to figure out how to activate the thing. He needs a word. Dolly's talking to a painting and rifling the Dohma Raskovar's body. Linsey is continuously providing guidance and looting the treasure hoard. What do you want to be doing while this is happening?
And I have strongly suggested that we all get the fuck out because
Keith is also against this idea of waiting for the teleportation circle. Keith just wants to fucking everyone chase after the orcs, and if you chase after the orcs, maybe they won't be able to mount an actual forceful resistance, and you can just break out of here.
And my reasoning is that they should know where the other end of that teleportation circle is, and I feel like that might be a trap.
I
But
still think it was the best way out.
so my problem with chasing the orcs is at this point there is no chance of us catching them.
No, but we might be able to just, if they're taking detours to rally troops, we can just get.
Yeah, in theory,
Run up
I think the
get
key
out.
theory is right there were a bunch of rooms that you passed, and if they have to go into those rooms and talk to people and be like, hey, blah, 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 that's time where you could just be sprinting to the exit. And even if there are things between you and the exit, the less time that they have before they get there and you're right behind them, the less time they can get to, like, mount an actual defense. Because it's one thing if they run in and 6 seconds later you run right after them, is the kind of thing, you know?
Maybe
Sure.
I'm wrong, but I'm jumpy about staying.
There are no wrong answers. There's just answers with more or less likelihood of survival.
I'd be more inclined to believe that, like, yeah, they care if we're down here, but they don't really care if we're out. It's like, get out of my house type situation.
We just murdered their entire family.
Yeah, but they're orcs. I mean, they don't care, maybe.
Well, not their entire family. They're going to get the other half of their family.
No, you're right. You're
We
right. You're right.
killed a lot of the family.
That was very bold of us to tell them, hey, clean up your dead family members we just killed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I feel like the clean-
It was
clean
very
may have been
bold.
a little bit over the top.
They said they were gonna. They said
Wait a
they were
minute,
gonna go
hold
get people
on.
to do it.
I just remember that. Who told them to lick it up? Who was that?
That was someone.
What's wrong with? What is your alignment? Tell me right now.
I don't have an alignment. I am a.
Yo, you do.
I'm a,
You
I'm a
absolutely
robot.
do.
I am a robot with machine learning. I'm learning from the people around me.
Oh god.
really?
Oh god, he's AI. He's the worst.
How many fingers do you have?
That's right. Lawful evil.
Alright. Guy, are you doing anything in particular to try to help out any of these situations, or
I'm
do
gonna-
anything of your own?
I'm a smart boy. I'm gonna try and help them figure out the command word.
Okay. Are you just going to try to provide the help action, or are you going to try to
So
do
what
anything
have
of
we
your own
tried
figuring?
so far as words?
Start brainstorming.
So
we haven't
Durrag
tried any words.
has sussed out that the ivory salt cellar that Linsey found at the bar is required to activate the magic sigil of teleportation, but you need the
Okay.
activation word, right? And it takes a minute after the word is said while holding the salt cellar for the circle to activate.
How long are rituals?
10 minutes. Well, 10 minutes plus the casting time of the spell.
Because I do have identify, but I don't think we're gonna get it off in time. I don't have any spell slots.
Do you have a collar?
Does who have a
Um,
collar?
The lizard.
I don't know. Maybe you can look. I don't. Seem like he might have a collar.
For now, I'm gonna poke through. Does any of this look like the Doma's personal stuff, as opposed to like contracts and blah blah blah?
This looks like the Doma's treasure hoard.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of money, there were the contracts, there's a bunch of, like, random trinkets, right? Some of which may or may not be magical. You're not quite sure, but they're weird, you know?
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Linsey
specifically
is basically
look for
like
the-
wholesale just scooping everything he can into a bag.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look around for the Doma's book of passwords because he seems old school and he writes all of his passwords down.
Fantastic. Absolutely. Okay. I will say make me an investigation check.
Oh, that's Artorius. 1 second. Investigation.
A 20. On a 20, you find the only box of papers remaining in this place that
Convenient.
Dolly had identified as not contracts, right? That were just like miscellaneous. And you start to rifle through them, and a lot of them seem to be like personal musings of the Dohma Raskovar, right? So there might be something in here. It's just gonna take you longer to kind of like rifle through them.
I'm gonna quickly scan and look for common words.
The most common word is probably incompetent.
All right.
As
Try incompetent.
as the Dohma Raskovar's writings seem to be highly critical of other individuals. And Durrag, it's your turn. Or we're back to
Okay.
Durrag, rather, to try more of the scenario, just as Guy yells out, try incompetent.
All right, I say incompetent.
Doesn't do anything.
All right, Scyza, Ivory Throne, Dominance, Orcs, Bar,
Password.
Password,
Capital
what's
T.
the name of the place
Password
we're at?
1.
Hanging Tree, the Hanging Tree.
Anyone else doing anything while Durrag is shouting out these random words?
I will come back down
Okay.
into this area because I don't want to be teleported and left behind.
Is that my action to just shout out random words?
I mean, when you just do it for 6 seconds, basically, yeah.
All right, that's fair.
I was gonna.
It's if you want to just be like, I tried these 2 words and then I make a check, that's a different thing, you know.
No, that's fair.
Dolly, you were saying?
I didn't know if the lizard had a collar.
Sure. Are you
But-
done with the Dohma Raskovar's body at this point?
The body, yes. I think I'm gonna go back to the painting.
Okay, you go back to the painting.
I'm gonna threaten it. I'm gonna have a torch and I'm gonna tell it,
Oh,
I need the word or I melt you.
see, the eyes go big.
Yes.
Roll an intimidation check.
You might. Here's a powerful motivator. Not that powerful.
Thanks.
Not that powerful.
Look, the dice.
He's
feel
like,
dice.
do it. I like to burn.
Well, now you gotta follow
Do
through.
it.
No, you don't have to follow.
No,
through.
again, he doesn't
it.
say any words, but he flips you the bird.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
I don't know. Can I move now?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. You
I'm gonna
be moving around this whole time.
I'm gonna move over to the lizard thing, and I will investigate on my next turn. See
Thank you
if
very
he has
much
a
for the
collar with the name tag
Awesome,
on it.
sounds good. Cool. Anybody else doing anything?
When it comes back around, I will use my action to try and remember important words.
Yeah. Anyone aside from Durrag? Basically, at the top of each round, Durrag is trying to figure out the word. Anyone else doing anything else to try to assist him, or is everyone continuing on their previous lines of scenario? So Linsey looting and guiding, Guy is rifling through papers trying to see common words.
Sure. This is
Guy-
definitely not the
Figure it out,
correct
or
way to
Guy,
approach
roll
this,
me
but I'm doing it.
another investigation check, Guy. 17's pretty good. You come across two words that do get used pretty commonly. One is the name Brunsa, which seems to be a favored lieutenant within the Ivory Throne, right? And then the other is actually Orvikar, which apparently was a prior Dohma of the Ivory Throne that Raskovar has a lot of unsavory things to say about.
What's that name?
Orvikar is the unsavory one, and then Brunsa is the lieutenant.
Try Orvikar sucks.
That's 2 words.
And we're
All
back
right,
to
I'm on
Durrag.
That's a single word, or is it a
All right,
phrase?
okay, Orvikar sucks, but then I try and also remember other words.
Okay. Orvikar sucks does not get the salt cellar to react. You try to remember other words. That will be a history check.
Look, I'm trying to remember the damn thing's name. He shouted the name.
I will say, since you're trying to remember a specific thing, I will give you advantage on the check.
Sweet. History. 21.
The name of the Scyza that Raskovar shouted was Horanus.
Horus. See, that's pretty close to Tutankhamun.
Was it Horanus or Poranus?
Horanus. You felt the kind of like Horus Egyptian vibe there, is what I'm assuming.
All right, I shot that Taurinus.
Horanus. Like a
Which-
whore.
Which one do you shout?
I shot Taurinus, not Horinus.
He said Horanus. I just asked
He did
him.
not. He said Taurinus.
Horanus does not get the salt cellar to react.
Horinus doesn't?
Because Cassandra's right.
Thank you.
Sorry, you said the word Horinus?
Yes, like a whore.
Like Horus? Horus, but Horanus.
I shout the correct one.
I don't know. I think Durrag was confused for a second. It was like, wait, it was Thorinus, right? Like Thor?
All right, fine. I'll wait another turn.
Durrag shouts Horanus at the end of his turn, and the salt cellar flashes with bright light. And you hear this whirring, and
Scyza's
there's
name?
this glowing that starts to come up out of the sigil. You've activated it. You
Dude,
got
I intuited the shit out of that.
you got a minute before this thing teleports whoever the fuck is out of here.
All right, I shouted, everybody, let's go! It's turning on!
All right.
I
What's
mean,
the Scyza's name?
your time, it's got like a minute, but like, come on this way.
Can I dash?
Oh yeah, you all can easily get over here in the next minute. Easily.
Do we loot up all the shit?
If you wanna be doing that, yep, absolutely.
I'm gonna commence the looting of anything that isn't tied down.
Yes.
Commencing the
We're not in
looting,
turn order.
100%. Okay,
I'm looting too.
we're gonna make some checks as we go through this. We're gonna do some funny, funs. And that is, I need.
I'm a big fan
We
of
did
Thor.
Linsey already. I need Guy to roll a d20. You want a 3 or above.
Roll a 2.
Is Otis the guard?
Oh,
Whoa,
no,
nat
20.
Natural 20. Hell yes. That nice. I will say that reduces the DC back down or prevents the DC from climbing. So, Keith, I need you to roll a d20 and you want a 3 or above. Ugh. Still got so much hair. I just brushed you. How you got so much
she
hair?
did it!
She did it! Alright. Dolly! D20. You want a 4 or above?
Of course.
You still
Ooh,
did it!
success! Durrag, you want a 5 or above?
Alright, here I go. Slash roll 1d20. I think that might say ID20. Still did it!
The party sets about looting the treasure hoard of the Dohma Raskovar as the magic teleportation sigil slowly activates beneath their feet. The levels of the Ivory Throne above them, the Orc Conduit makes contact with several other groups of the Ivory Throne, including Brunsa, the Lieutenant, and a large force of Ivory Throne members begins to gather to march on the domain and avenge, quotation marks, avenge the Dohma Raskovar. But by the time they arrive, there's no one there.
Yeah, eat shit.
There are no enemies to fight. There's no one upon whom to avenge the Dohma Raskovar, because a minute later, the party is teleported out of the Scyza's pen, which doubles as the Dohma Raskovar's treasure vault, and into a barn in the countryside. There are a few orcish guards here, members of the Ivory Throne, but they're few, and they are completely surprised by the sudden appearance of the party, and they are of no threat, easily subdued, killed, or driven off. And with that, the party makes their way cross-country back to the trading route, and then back to where the VAEA is stationed, having completed their mission of defeating the Scyza at the Hanging Tree. Woo! Congratulations! You all escaped. You all survived. You completed several missions. And now we're going to do a little bit of paperwork.
This is bullshit.
We're gonna do the denouement, basically. You
Yeah,
come back to the
denouement.
VAEA, you report back in, you're hailed, you're celebrated, congratulated. There's a small bar within the teleporting castle of the VAEA where you're able to kind of like get free drinks, and all of the other guild members that are currently there are like congratulatory to you on accomplishing your task. You were able to report in, deliver news of the various missions that you succeeded in. I believe you succeeded in all of your objectives except for the recovery of the Helden Crest. So you will not get the 600 gold for that side quest. However, you did complete the main objective, which is slay the Scyza. You did depose the Dohma by killing the Dohma, and you did destroy the contracts, so you will get all of those side quests completed, which is awesome. So, a couple of different things are going to happen now. First, I'm gonna change this music so that we're at a more neutral music. Trying to pump me up. First, I would like a report on each of the objectives of the cards that each of you completed. So, going down the line, Durrag, what did you complete?
Hello, my name is Durrag. Today I will tell you about the book I read over summer vacation. I completed both the book Get Down, Mr. President, telling the amazing feat of blocking Keith when Keith was gonna get hit. Additionally,
That did happen.
towards the end of the summer, I thoroughly enjoyed Playing Into It by Ron Connery. In the book Playing Into It, Ron found a way to make the best out of a bad situation. Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. So 2 card objectives completed for Durrag.
Card.
Dolly, how about you? How many of your objectives did... Not everyone, by the way, has to do Durrag's book assignment. But if you would like to, that is more than welcome.
I'm committed to it now.
Right?
Minus. Oh, she doesn't have portraits anymore, so she can't find her cards. I don't know how to restore them.
No worries. Let me double check.
You're not here. Why are you not here?
Oh yeah, you're not in the game. That's why you don't have a portrait.
She's in the game.
She's like, we finished. I left.
Wait.
She's in the game on her computer. I'm seeing
No
it.
more. What are you doing here? Go home.
Try reloading real quick
Like, refresh
and
my
seeing
page.
if that will work.
That's so weird. It says Cassandra H at the bottom.
Hmm.
It doesn't even say like me.
Very strange. While Cassandra is working on that, Keith, what objectives did Keith complete?
Okay, there you go. She's got him.
I did roadside comic
Okay.
and 2 birds, 1 turn.
Okay, so you completed 2 objectives. Awesome. Dolly, back to you. Do you know what you completed now?
I completed 2 birds, 1 turn.
Okie dokie.
What are your other ones?
The other ones I didn't know.
Just a moment, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you did that or not. Have a non-combat moment with another player where you learn about them. I don't know if you did that.
I had a non-combat moment, but I didn't learn.
Okay.
Like, I did
Well-
not commit that to
Well,
memory.
well,
no.
that's something to think about for next time, you know, right? Is to be like, I'm gonna take a moment next time to be like, I want to learn something about someone, you know.
There wasn't.
Okay.
Well, I guess technically I was fearful of being the dang intimidator.
Oh, okay.
Sure, we'll count it. We'll
So I
say
guess
say you completed the fearful one as well.
the mind killer.
The mind killer.
Yeah.
Oh no, ignore that. Don't let me steal that. Guy, what did you complete?
For my summer reading projects, I started with 2 birds, 1 turn, in which multiple orcs were burned alive via acid. It was a
Which-
bit traumatizing.
Which took you so many turns to accomplish.
So many attempts.
So
to
many
complete.
turns to accomplish.
I then also read Combo, and in that book, Dolly hurled a small auto gnome into the air atop a dinosaur.
That was real good.
That was. I've heard that's a good one.
That was a good one.
My third assignment, Watch Out, I could not complete, for it was never given to me.
Unfortunate. An oversight in administration. Lindsay, what did you complete?
I had 2 pep talks, which I cannot remember the 2 situations in which I pepped somebody up. It did
You
happen.
did a joke and a pep talk, like 2 pep talks back to, like, you completed all objectives within like the first 30 minutes of us playing the first evening.
Yeah, but the fucking joke was real good. I was real happy with it. It was the one about where Keith wanted to get a drink while we were in an outhouse. I'm like, you better
Yeah.
off getting a drink at the bar.
Fantastic.
Real
Okay,
happy.
Smoothies.
so
And I used one of my 2d4s. I'm still sitting on, like, do these carry over?
unless I say otherwise,
Okay.
if they become a problem, I'll say otherwise. Like if someone starts hoarding them to the point to where they're like, I'm gonna give this person 4 inspirations
44.
on a single fucking turn, then I'll be like, okay, hold up, I cry abuse, right? But for now, yeah, absolutely. You have accomplished the goal to get the thing. You get the thing. So, when we start the next campaign, everyone will get 3 new objective cards. I will take away the objectives that you have completed, but you will retain the objectives you did not complete. So, Everyone going into the next campaign will have 4 objectives, except for Linsey, who has completed all of his current ones, so he'll only have 3. Does that make sense to everybody?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what doing the objectives gets you, aside from the little side rewards of the inspiration or the execution tokens or the defense tokens or those types of things, right? It also nets you when you report back to the VAEA. It nets you guild coins. So, Durrag, Dolly, Keith, and Guy have earned 2 guild coins. Linsey has earned 3 guild coins. What can you do with guild coins? So,
What can we do with guild coins?
you can trade a guild coin straight up for 200 gold. Period. Right? Or you can exchange 2 guild coins for any common magic item. With DM acceptance, right? Because there are some crazy common magic items out there that are like from Acquisitions Incorporated or some shit like that are kind of like bullshit bonkers scenarios. So, in theory, you can trade 2 guild coins for any common magic item, right? And those common magic items range from just cosmetic things like the dread helmet that makes you look scary and blah 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 blah, or things like the tattoo scrolls where you could actually get like a spell tattooed on you so you can fire off that spell, but once you fire it off, the tattoo's gone and you're done, right? So there's a little range of the type of things that you could do. Alternatively, you can save these coins. They are attached to the person, not the character, as is all of the gear and gold and everything that you find. They're transferable between your individual characters, right? And the next tier is when you have 5 guild tokens, you can exchange 5 guild tokens for an uncommon magic item. Again, same scenario. There are some uncommon magic items out there that are crazy as fuck, and so it requires, me to be like, yes, you can have that, right? Like that type of thing. But basically, you can exchange these guild tokens for rewards to kit out your characters, okay? Does that make sense to everyone? Aside from Cassandra, I'm assuming, which Zach and I will help Cassandra through that process. Everyone else good?
Can we donate our coins to another place?
You cannot exchange coins between individuals. You can trade magic items or shares of the spoils between your characters, but you cannot trade guild coins. Those are specific to your individual players, okay? Which prevents everyone from donating all of their coins to one person right now so that person can have 2 uncommon magic items going into the next fucking campaign.
Sure.
So, that is paperwork portion number 1. Paperwork portion number 2 is everyone levels. You're now level 4 instead of level 3. Yay! Congratulations! Woo! Everyone can level up their characters. You can start working on that now if you would like, or you can work on that over the course of the next week as we move. As we discussed previously, if anyone wants to swap off of a current character and onto a new character, that's perfectly fine. Not a problem. Just let me know. Talk to me about it. We'll get you a token, etc., etc. Your current character will remain in existence, right? So if you want to flip back and forth between characters or have multiple characters over several adventures, that is perfectly okay. Your coins are attached to you. Your items, right? The money that you earn, all of the different things that you earn as rewards for the adventure are tied to your players, not your characters. Okay? So you can mix and match that stuff and kind of like move it all around. That brings us to our last little scenario, and that is the spoils of the entire actual situation, right? So all of the things that you actually got out of this fight, or out of this adventure, which are 1,000 gold for the Scyza, a +1 weapon for deposing the Dohma, and the badge of bravery for destroying the contracts, as well as everything that you looted from the Dohma's treasure hoard. So now we are going to take a moment for me to actually jot this all up. We're gonna do loot, and loot is going to work basically in a fashion of, I'm gonna post a screenshot of some stuff.
Why are you mad, bro? Face smells. There's a smell face.
He tinks in general.
He needs a bash.
Hmm?
He needs a bat.
I fell asleep.
It's 9, baby.
You want to see everybody?
You say no. I don't understand.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Hola.
Huh?
Thank you. What?
Can I exit out?
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
You're talking about me?
Yeah. She
Uh,
asked if she could exit out.
If you want to, you can. You might have stuff to like put on your character sheet, but as long as you can write it down somewhere, it's fine. Sorry, I'm just typing up a list of the shit that you guys got. I should have done this ahead of time, but I was not good about it. I apologize.
He did, probably. He didn't eat all of his dinner either. Why did you give him uppies if you didn't? You knew he was going to stand on you like this. He never relaxes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 15.
35.
5.
Hut.
Whoa! I clicked the wrong thing. Oh no.
Failure.
I can't remember what's the goddamn shortcut for the snip tool? My brain is so in Mac mode right now, and it's like,
Windows Shift S.
fucking thank you.
I have green shot and I just press print screen.
Oh, that
I
works.
worked with that 3 times today.
Fantastic. Breaking the layout real quick. Boom. That
Funny
is
enough, I have it key bound to be the exact same on my Mac.
all right. That is the list of stuff that you all have either received from your rewards or that you have looted from the Dohma Raskovar's horde. Okay? Right? So now I need everyone to roll a d20 and we're going to pick rewards in order of basically
Alright,
D20
this is my
rolls.
roll. This is
Oh,
Cassandra's
shit,
roll.
hold up. You know what? No, that's
Okay,
fine.
sorry.
No,
Never mind. I didn't
that's
know
fine.
if
That's
this
fine.
was
That's fine. What was your roll? What are you
There are
saying?
so many dice on the screen now.
Mine's a 15.
For me.
15.
No, you roll for you. I don't want to be responsible for your roll. Yes, you
Would it
roll
be
the.
easier for us to roll initiative?
It would be, but I don't think Dolly, are you still here?
Yeah.
Oh,
being a
well,
little slow.
well then
Rolled like 5 times.
we'll get to that in a moment then. Yes, it was going to be easier to do initiative, but I thought Dolly wasn't here anymore, so I took that option away.
You rolled an
No, you're
11.
good.
15,
Uh,
14, 11,
I see like
11,
3
2.
Cassandra rolls, 3 Zach rolls.
Keith and Dolly roll again.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Oh my god, I got the same thing.
11.
You did.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Oh my
hold on.
god, so did she.
No,
Did-
she hasn't.
Oh, I
rolled
thought
yet.
she got an
So-
11 too. I was like, oh my gosh.
I just rolled. Did it go through?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. We'll do initiative in the next scenario. Durrag, you pick first.
I pick first of this list.
You get one thing out of that list.
What's a badge of bravery?
You don't know. You don't know what half the shit is.
Well, I know what a wax painting of Raskovar is.
I mean, that's fair. You kind of have a basic concept of what the wax painting is.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what a fucking quarter keg of orc wine is.
This is part of the whole oh, you just got a whole bunch of shit. Who wants what, right? You know, type scenario.
I already know what I want.
I do too.
Let's
I
play
really
Dirty
hope it's
Santa.
not the same thing.
I will say,
mean-
do not worry about what you rolled. There's only 3 rounds of picking. We're gonna roll for each round. So whatever
Okay,
you're at
are
right
these-
now, you won't be at for the next round. Okay?
Are these items character specific or person specific?
Anything that you earn, Zach, earn through play, you can exchange freely between characters.
Okay, I will take the badge of bravery because I was so brave.
Fantastic. Badge of bravery.
What's that do?
I will tell you after we dish out everything.
Patience.
Guy, what are you taking?
I want the plush toy of the
No.
Velociraptor with teeth holes.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
I feel that Arthur will love it.
I love it.
That's
You
what
want
I
him
wanted.
down.
Oh,
Fine.
You can play
Dolly.
with it.
Dolly, what do you want?
Oh, I can't see the list. Okay, I want a tiny, intricate house.
All right, fantastic. Keith, what do you want?
I'll take +1 whip.
All right. Linsey, what do you want?
I want 2 blue potions. I have no idea what they are.
Fantastic.
Mystery potions are the best.
Yeah,
potions.
mystery pie.
And I feel like it's required that you can't taste them to get an idea. You just have to trust it's going to do
Just
something.
just go for it.
Wonderful. Okay, we will do this more easily this time. Everyone select your token, roll for initiative, and that will be your turn order.
Okay.
I see everyone's going for the stuff rather than the gold. Very interesting.
No, we don't know what the gold's worth right now.
Well, the gold is. Sorry. I will say at the VAEA you can buy anything off of the adventuring table that you normally would be able to buy, right?
Okay,
So
just like normal
it's
stuff.
normal gold, right? Absolutely.
Okay, so I can buy, normal bullshit, but I can't buy like magic items.
You can't buy magic items. Yeah, the
Okay,
guild magic items are exclusively through guild coins.
Makes sense to me.
Okay, fantastic. We have a turn order, and it is Dolly first. Dolly, what do you want of the remaining things?
I want 2 big crystal lenses.
2 big crystal lenses. Fantastic.
Stick them in your
What are you
eyes.
gonna do with those? Are
I
you-
don't know what they are.
Nobody does.
Wonderful. Durrag, you're up next.
So far,
I want-
nobody. The only
I want
person who knows what they
repeating
got is the
crossbow.
+1 weapon.
No,
Me, yeah.
Keith got it the first round.
Yeah, but he's saying that's the only thing that we know what it
Oh.
is.
All right,
or
I'm taking
maybe
the
the
repeating
painting.
crossbow.
Take the repeating crossbow. Well, you know what that is, basically.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know what a repeating crossbow is in the context of 5e.
probably just a crossbow that you don't have to reload. Just if I had to guess.
Guy, you're up.
So what was taking this round?
The repeating crossbow and the 2 big crystal lenses.
You're getting swirly.
Was
son.
the dwarf skull taken?
Oh
this
my
round?
god!
No,
you
it was
give
not.
me
You-
all the things I want.
The dwarf
How
skull,
offensive that you would take a skull of my people.
dwarf skull, the quarter keg of wine, and the painting of Raskovar are all open.
I
and
take
all
the
of
dwarf
the gold.
skull.
Dwarf skull. Okay.
And as
Oh,
I do, I
wow.
sit there and I
This
and
is
I
a
hold
slight
up the
against
flashlight
Lily.
and the
Yeah,
dwarf skull
me.
right in front of Keith. I'm like,
That's right.
so cool.
Fantastic.
Keith will remember this.
I will.
That's wonderful. All right, Keith, you're up.
I will take.
Oh, actually, sorry. Keith and Linsey re-roll because you're both 5s.
I'm gonna put him on the ground.
Hold on.
You can't handle this physically.
I lost my.
Oh, you finally sit? Not really.
I'm now a 9.
Kind of.
Where's my character sheet? I lost my character sheet.
What?
Guy took it.
You want me to get off you?
He
That's
took
right.
he took that too. Okay, Keith, you're up.
I will take the gold. 500 gold.
500
You know what's
gold.
funny is if we weren't using initiative, they would be the same again.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
yeah,
Yeah,
30.
initiative might not be the most fair scenario. So I'll
whatever.
think about that in the future. For now, though, everyone roll initiative again. Or sorry, Linsey.
will
Linsey, I
also
apologize.
take
Linsey,
500 gold.
you're also taking the 500 gold.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll also.
No one wants to take the last 2 items and be like, what the fuck are these
Oh,
things?
no.
I mean, I was gonna go for the painting next time.
Well,
He's gonna be my buddy. I'm gonna force him.
Oh, so that's what you want. Excellent.
all right. Did everyone roll again?
Did you roll again, babe?
Yeah, I tied with that.
Lily, I don't think you rolled again.
Really?
Yeah,
I tried.
well, you rolled from the U and J roll off, but I don't think you've rolled again since then. Hey! Wonderful.
Oh shit! I guess I can't take the.
Keith, you're at the
Yeah.
top. What do you want?
Third with the
I want the painting.
Woo! All right, the painting get.
All right, Jay. Now you have to create a webhook that every time a
Yeah.
is rolled,
It
and
automatically
roll
plays
20,
Liberation.
it takes off the.
All right, Linsey, you're up.
Discord
What do you
soundbite.
want?
Oh, sorry, me?
Yep.
God, honestly, I think I'm just going to take $500 again.
Damn, he rich.
Getting fucking paid.
Hey, is VAEA going to have pots?
Yeah, they have basic healing potions. Yeah,
Okay.
you
cool, good.
can buy those.
Good.
Absolutely. Durrag, you're up.
I'll take $500 because I have no interest of a quarter keg of orc wine.
All right.
A quarter keg. That's
Dolly, Dolly and Guy, roll again. You two are in the roll off.
Oh, I rolled 20 on initiative. Hold on. Bam. I go last.
All right, Dolly, your choice. Gold
You-
or a quarter
Quarter
keg of
keg of
orc
orc wine?
wine.
Or money.
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 before the wine is a permanent like that.
Did you
boost.
write down any of the stuff that you've gotten?
I have it
I
all
would
written
like
down.
a quarter keg of orc wine.
Oh, is that what you would like? Okay.
I would like a quarter keg of orc wine. Yeah.
All right. We are now going to go down the list, and I will tell each of you what the fuck these things are.
Yeah.
Yay! Keith, you selected the +1 weapon, as many of us know, that's a +1 weapon.
It's a great axe.
It gives you.
It's a great axe.
It's a great axe. You gotta be in melee. It is a +1 weapon of your choice. It will give you a +1 to hit and to damage, and it counts as magical for the purposes of magical weapons. You can take whatever variant of weapon you want. That is entirely up to you. Okay.
Cool.
The badge of bravery. That is.
Look me. I got that.
That goes to Zach. The Badge of Bravery is an uncommon item that requires attunement. It gives you advantage on saving throws against fear effects, and once per day as a bonus action, you can hold the badge aloft and automatically end a fear effect on a single creature that is able to see the badge within 30 feet.
Can
Master
use
of
action
fear.
to
I will-
dispel.
I will give people copy pastas of this stuff
Okay,
later.
cool.
Okay, I'll give
Well-
everyone copy pastas of this stuff tomorrow. Okay.
All right, well, that's
um,
neat. I like that.
Next up is the bronze dwarf skull, which goes to Mitch. You all figure out what this thing does very quickly because it's actually covered, and as soon as you uncover it, you realize it just screams.
No.
Anytime anyone
Wait.
looks at it, if you look at it, it screams. If you can see the bronze dwarf skull, it is screaming. And that's it.
So
Okay.
literally line of
All
sight
it
is
does
what.
is scream.
It just screams. If a living creature can see it, it screams. Specifically,
Does it-
living creature.
Does it have any effect? Like, does the scream do anything?
It
It's-
Or
annoys
it's just
you.
loud?
It's loud.
Does it sell for anything?
No.
That's the kind of thing you pay somebody to take.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
think
fine.
you can get
I
them
don't
to?
know.
I
It's
don't-
broad.
I gotta
Well, like,
say,
initially, I was gonna think I could like put it into Artorias's like head cavity, and he could open up and scream at things if it does something. But it kind of sucks.
no, it just
Honestly,
screams.
well, all you have
It's-
to do is set it out before you go to bed, and you'll be woken up if anybody comes.
I
It-
feel
that's
like
fair.
this
true.
is a niche market.
That's a good
Somebody
point.
somewhere
Yeah,
wants
like
this.
that
It's-
is that's a good proximity alarm.
It's also potentially like Zach uses fucking water skins. You could just throw it into a room, and if anything sees it, it'll start screaming.
I do
That's
use
a
water.
good call.
You know.
It's the
Made
ultimate
Oh.
water
of
skin.
bronze, though. That bitch is gonna get dented as hell.
All right. The quarter keg
Magic, it can't dent.
of orc wine, which Mitch also took.
+1 strength permanently.
This thing has it's 120 pounds. It has 100. It has 100 drinks, of it, and when a person drinks of it, they can understand and speak Orcish, Goblinoid, and Giant for 10 minutes.
Oh hell yeah!
Pretty sweet, actually.
After which, they must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be dazed for 1 minute, which they can repeat on each of their turns.
You'll get
That's
crunk and
sweet,
drunk.
but-
As
It's losing its appeal, but it still has appeal.
as you're like, I can speak languages, and then it hits you.
Good enough. Good enough.
Basically.
Hello, fellow giant.
I say as a 3-foot tall gnome.
The wax painting of Raskovar, which Keith took, is an intricate wax painting of the Dohma Raskovar made on fine parchment. And it is animated, and if just left to its own devices, every 10 seconds or so, it will wave and wink at whoever is looking at it. But it will, if persuaded or intimidated, try to answer questions posed to it as an action with the knowledge that Dohma Raskovar would have.
So, like, it knows that I killed Dohma Raskovar.
Well, it definitely knows that, but it might also know other things that the Dohma Raskovar knew, which may or may not be helpful to you
Like
in the
the
future.
command word to activate the magic circle.
He'll warm
well,
up to
you know.
me.
The repeating crossbow, which Durrag has, is a repeating crossbow. It is a light crossbow that ignores the loading modifier, which means when you have multi-attack, you can shoot it without having to reload it, basically. There is the plush toy of a velociraptor with teeth holes, which Guy took. This is an old plush toy resembling a small velociraptor. It requires attunement. When the command word is spoken, which is chosen by the person when they attune to the item, the raptor animates for 10 minutes and actually turns into a small velociraptor. And during this time, the raptor counts as a construct and follows the commands of whoever is attuned to it. It rolls its own initiative in battle.
Attach the skull to the plush.
Okay, you say it animates and it becomes live. What can it do?
It is a, for all intents and purposes, it is a velociraptor in battle, which is a CR 1/4 CR creature, basically.
Pretty damn good.
So it's a weak,
also
damn good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a weak little construct pet that you can have with you, basically.
So yeah, I would look at it as like a familiar.
With pack tactics.
It does have pack tactics, yes.
What? Hold on.
Did
you say free advantage?
Well, for the
It has
velociraptor,
advantage.
it doesn't give it. Yeah. A tiny intricate house, which Dolly picked up. This tiny house requires attunement and can fit up to 10 creatures inside of it. As a 1-minute ritual, the attuned person may designate up to 10 willing creatures to shrink down and enter into the house. The creatures may remain inside the house for 1 hour before being shunted out and returned to their original size. If the house is harmed or moved during this time, it will automatically shunt out any creatures inside of it. The house can only shrink people down once every 24 hours.
Oh, wait, how long does it take to shrink people down?
1 minute.
Oh, I was gonna say, damn, that's pretty fucking sweet. Hide that shit and just hang out in there.
It's basically like a little house that you can hide and rest in. But you gotta make sure it's well hidden, because if it gets found and fucked with, then it is...
You get shunted.
You get shunted back out.
Jump out and ambush people. Yeah!
That is also an option. The 2 blue potions are potions of water breathing.
Oh, cool.
So there you go.
They taste like snozberries.
They taste like snozberries. The 2 big crystal lenses, which Dolly also picked up, are... What? Oh. Let me poke over here real quick. They are psi lenses. So they are paired with each other. Each is a shard of iridescent glass made to fit flush with the other's irregular chiseled shape. When you touch one lens while the other is on the same plane of existence as you, you can use an action to teleport to the space containing the other lens, or the closest unoccupied space if the lens is occupied. After a lens is used to teleport, the pair can't be used again within 24 hours.
That's still cool as hell.
So basically, you can give that lens to someone else, or you can put that lens somewhere else, and then you can teleport to that lens using an action.
That is really cool.
That's what I'm gonna do with 2 big lenses, sir.
And all the rest of the stuff is gold, which you all can, as I said previously, you can use gold to buy anything off of the adventuring gear table. That's any weapons, any armor, any adventuring gear items, including basic magic pots, which I think are like potions of climbing and potions of healing, right? So you can use
so many
stuff
pots
for that. And I will probably be opening up a magic shop in the VAEA later on for gold, but right now I don't have that. We'll see if we get that far by running additional adventures. Any questions anybody has for any of that stuff?
Negatory.
Fantabulous. Congratulations, everyone, on completing your adventure, on completing your quest to defeat the Scyza and the Ivory Throne of the Hanging Tree. And congratulations, everyone, on hitting level 4.
Yeah.
If we reconvene, assuming everyone wants to and would like to proceed, if we reconvene, the next thing we will be playing is Strigonona's Hut.
Strigonona. All right, this is the hag for
Strigonona's-
sure.
Oh, is it like a Striga from Witcher?
This
Hey.
sounds haggy as hell.
What does Matt Cavalli say? Take the things you like and
Yeah.
put them in your game.
And put them in your game. All right, that is going to be the end of tonight's session. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We will see you next time for more Where Evil Lives. Bye-bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.